I'm Bill with TANDEMKROSS, making good guns great. Before I get started, let me ask you to please like and share this video on whatever social media platform you found it on. Follow us if you're not following us already. And if you're on YouTube, to please click subscribe and the notification bell so that whenever we upload a new video, you find out right away. Now on to the fun stuff. The extractor in basically every firearm should be considered a wearable part. And of course, the one in your Ruger PC Carbine is no exception. Every time it hooks on to a spent casing and flings it out of the gun, that little hook is going to get a little more worn down. And eventually, it won't hook the rounds anymore. It'll stop throwing them out of the gun, and you'll start getting stovepipes and other failure to eject malfunctions. At that point, you're going to want to replace it. And luckily for you, TANDEMKROSS now offers the Eagle's Talon replacement extractor for the Ruger PC Carbine. The Eagle's Talon is made from the highest grade tool steel for optimal impact and wear resistance. It easily drops into the bolt in place of the stock part, and it requires no modifications to the rest of the firearm. The Eagle's Talon can be installed quickly and easily with common tools. Let me show you how it goes.
To do this install, you will need a 5/32 Allen wrench, a small punch, and if you're using an upriser chassis like I am, you will need a 3/16 Allen wrench. And we also recommend eye protection. To start, as always, make sure your firearm is clear and safe. Then you can lock the bolt back and pull this lever forward to remove the barrel. Then you can release the bolt. Next, we'll have to remove the receiver from the chassis. For me, that involves taking the hive grip off the upriser. Then, I'll use the 5/32 Allen wrench to loosen the two screws at the rear and front of the chassis. On a stock chassis, they are captured. You don't need to remove them all the way. Loosen those screws up, and then you can take the receiver out of the chassis. Use your punch to pop out these two pins that will allow you to remove the trigger assembly. Then you'll want to remove any charging handles that you might have on your firearm. And now you can pull on this buffer here and slide the whole bolt, buffer, and recoil spring out of the receiver. Like so. If you look on the side of the bolt here, you will see your extractor. Apply some pressure right over that hole underneath it, and then on top of the bolt, you'll see the extractor pin. You can just pull that right up and out. Now, if you carefully let the pressure off the extractor, you'll be able to remove it without losing control of it. If you turn it on its side again, you'll see this spring that you want to be careful not to lose. Your new extractor will go back in exactly the same orientation with that leg pushing down the spring. Apply pressure to your new extractor so that you can get the extractor pin back in. And that's all there is to that. Now you can start rebuilding your PC Carbine. First, put the bolt back in. You'll have to compress the spring slightly one more time to get it to fit. Now turn it on its side and you can reattach any charging handles you had on it. Grab your trigger group housing, set that back in the rear of the receiver, and replace the 2 cross pins. Then grab your chassis and set the receiver back in. Screw your 2 screws back in. Make sure you alternate so that they tighten up evenly. Then I have to put the grip back on my upriser. And then you can replace your barrel. Make sure the bolt seems like it's working correctly, and then you are done. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or suggestions about this video, be sure to let me know in the comments. And don't forget to click like and subscribe and that little notification button so that you are the first to know whenever we upload new videos. You can also find us elsewhere on the internet like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And of course, you can find our products at www.tandemkross.com. See ya!